How many of these awkward situations can you relate to? You ever been through all this stuff? We were talking a second ago about what you do when you see a stranger with a boogie on their face. Do you say anything to them or not? And how close of an association do you need to be before you do say something?
I just had a real heart-to-heart with Virginia about correcting or telling our boss that she has a booger. We just don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, he's kind of changed my position.
Okay, so you're on the side of now don't do it, huh?
I think when you tell a boss something like that, it almost kind of knocks their power down a little bit. It's sort of, I think it's sort of seen as disrespectful.
And do you want
Okay.
to do that? Do you want your boss to think that you're trying to like bow up? I certainly don't.
Well, if you tell your boss they have a booger in front of other coworkers, that's what I mean when I think they might look at as, oh, that's a sign of disrespect. You're knocking me down.
You're embarrassing me in front of other coworkers and trying to make it look like you're on some high level.
Well, you're calling them like you are calling them out from saying, "Hey, look, you have a booger.
You're right.
Spotlight's on you now."
How do you feel about saying something to a coworker in front of the boss?
Depending on the coworker. Do you like that coworker? Do you want to make an example of that coworker?
So can you imagine that one coworker you just can't stand, you're in front of the boss, but hey, you got a massive booger on your nose.
Oh, people do. You know, people do that.
It's a power move.
It's a power move.
Other awkward situations. Tell me if you've been through these before. Saying hello or how are you to somebody and then getting totally ignored.
Oh, yes. It's awful. Mixed in with a high five they don't give back.
That's happened, yeah. That happens. Some people around here think they're a little uppity, and you'll say hi, and they'll just pretend like they didn't hear you, and you're like, all right, cool bird.
The thing that I hate worse is when somebody that you kind of know is like waving at you and you're like, hey, and then you look and you realize they're saying hey to somebody behind you.
I don't like that.
That's the worst because everybody has seen you in the middle waving, like going, I'm not waving at you.
Or I don't like when you think you're talking to your friend at Publix and you think, hey, what's going on? And it's not your friend. I thought this guy was Denny's. And I go, hey, Denny's. Hey, oh, wait, you're not Denny's. I'm sorry, sir.
How about putting on a fake smile when you get a terrible gift?
I can do that's fine.
You
Yeah,
have to
that's
put on a
easy.
fake smile when you get any gift. I think anytime anybody gives you something, you got to pretend like it's really awesome.
Unless it's like a severed hand. But yeah, other than that.
Somebody gives you a severed hand, you better call the law.
When you've had multiple interactions with somebody, but you can't remember their name and it's too late now to admit it, there are some people that I've known for years and I have no idea what their name is.
That sucks. Yeah.
There's a trick you can do. Just go, hey, how do you spell your name? Because I know a lot of people spell that name kind of different.
It's Sue.
So the S is silent? Is it a double S? I knew a guy named
Double S.
Sue?
I knew a boy named Sue.
Studio?
My name's Bob. Do you spell that with two O's?
No, that's boob.
You ever had a situation where you said goodbye to somebody and then you wind up walking in the same direction?
That is awkward. That can happen here at work.
Yeah, you've already done that officially. We've broken off and then
Oh, hey.
You say goodbye, then you ride the elevator with them.
We're still together, huh?
Oh, man. Oh, you parked right next to me, too.
And you know they don't like you.
how about when you go in for a hug and the other person goes in for a handshake?
Oh,
It
yeah.
can be awkward.
Okay. Ever watched a sex scene with your parents or been watching a movie and you forgot about something a little bit too graphic?
Yes.
Was that you that saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall with your mom?
Yes. The opening is full on male peen.
Yes, right.
Like, it's like full frontal male nudity. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I was not ready for this.
I brought Jerry Maguire over to my friend's house, and we watched it with his mom, and there is a very graphic sex scene in there, and I forgot, and it starts to come on. I'm like, oh, you might want to fast forward this. It was terrible, and she was really religious.
Oh, no.
Somebody said, I once had a manager that walked by me in the morning and farted, and he acknowledged it, and it was very uncomfortable because I didn't hear him, but he thought I did, so he brought it up. Oh, man, sorry about that. What?
Oh, that's awful.
I farted. Oh, you did? I had no idea.
Sometimes you got to zip your lip.